Understanding complaints and having a good complaints handling system is vital to service delivery.
I'm a very independent person, and a lot of people with disabilities are. I have a lot of interests, and I found that the service provider wasn't really meeting my needs, wasn't really looking at my life holistically. Rather, they were just looking at what needed to be done in and around the house and to my personal care. They weren't really interested in my personal life. Times when I did try to approach the service provider to try and sort out different issues that we were having, but it was always met with a brick wall. I wasn't getting anywhere. The service providers were just interested in, I think, in my opinion, being employers. So they were more interested in pleasing the employees, the carers, and the clients were down the bottom of the list. So after my needs not being met, after not being heard, after being made to feel insignificant, I thought I'll just do it myself and take my business elsewhere.
People with intellectual disability are afraid to speak up for themselves because they get backlash on what they say. You know, the staff will go crook at them, and it's not easy to speak for themselves. I think it's important to encourage people to speak up and able to listen to complaints, to listen to the person, and to solve the problem of what's coming towards them.
Robin and Ellie raised a really important point that sometimes people with disability don't speak up. They fear the consequences of speaking up. What will happen with their complaint? Will there be any repercussions? Every disability service should provide opportunity for people to speak up, in fact assist them to speak up, because by doing that they're going to be able to provide a better, higher quality service. As the independent watchdog for New South Wales Disability Accommodation and Support Services, we have significant insight into what works effectively in terms of complaint handling. We know that a good complaint handling system, first off, supports people to speak up about what's working and, most importantly, and what's not working with their disability supports. A good complaint handling system also ensures that information from those complaints are used to be able to improve service delivery in the longer term. Organisations receiving funding from Family and Community Services have requirements under the New South Wales Disability Services Standards. Disability Service Standard 4 relates directly to receiving feedback and handling complaints. They also have requirements under their funding contract with Family and Community Services. Clause 6.6 speaks specifically about complaint handling. Organisations also have legal obligations under the Community Services Complaints Reviews and Monitoring Act. As you may well be aware, you must always act in the best interests of the people that are accessing your services. Organisations must ensure that people are able to speak up about the services they receive, in fact, able to make a complaint. Organisations must receive oral complaints and act on those complaints fairly, informally and quickly in a positive way. Most importantly, organisations must ensure there are never repercussions. In fact, reprisal action for making a complaint can be a criminal offence. We know what we do when we're not satisfied with any service that we receive. We'll tell our family, our friends, our colleagues about that unsatisfactory service. What we've got to remember is people with disabilities and their supporters will do exactly the same thing. The Feedback and Complaints Management Log, we like to call it the FCML, provides every service with an opportunity to register, record and report about every complaint.
The FCML features a user-friendly online interface that contains simple forms for easy data entry, question-specific help and clear navigation. Secure, password-protected access allows users to log on with their email address and password. All records are kept confidential and cannot be accessed or monitored by ADAC. A key benefit of the FCML for providers is access to customised online reporting, including a live monitoring page, an interactive dashboard, unit record complaints data, and a download function to explore data for further analysis. To illustrate these benefits, let's focus on the interactive dashboard. The dashboard provides an at-a-glance summary of the types of complaints received, including the services affected and the reasons for complaints. It tracks complaints resolution rates and highlights complaints that are resolved after 3, 6 and 12 months. It provides a benchmark comparison between the service and the sector, highlighting common trends and level issues. Brilliant tool, a phenomenal quality resource that's free. It is secure, easy to use and provides a report which can be presented to the CEO and has made us focus on ways to improve our services. To use the FCML or to get more information, simply go to the ADDIC website. Excellent database, very credible, clear and concise way of capturing feedback and complaints. From a CEO's perspective, it is easy to report to the board, straight from a variety of sources within the organisation.
If your service does not systematically analyse complaints to see where you might be able to improve your services, you might wish to try the FCML. We believe that the FCML will help you to identify opportunities to improve services for the benefit of your whole service, of your staff, and most importantly, people with disabilities. That's what a person-centred service is all about.
And my message to service providers on complaints would be really listen to us. Otherwise, there's a good chance we may go somewhere else. But we are human beings and we have the same needs.
With service providers, they should be listening to all of us. And if they don't, they shouldn't be in the job.